Ladies and gentlemen, in this video I'll be teaching you how I turned this 20 USD account to over 400 USD with two easy trades that I took on VIX 100S and VIX 10S. One of the signal was shared on my free signal group, so click the link in description on my YouTube video to head there. If you're watching this on TikTok, click this link to head to my YouTube channel. Click this link if you're watching this on Facebook to also head to my channel, or type prime_fx on YouTube to head to my YouTube channel. Let's get this video to 200 likes. That will be awesome. So the first analysis will be on VIX 100S, and right now you must be wondering, why am I entering the sales already? That's because I could see the move happening and I was late. I did not record, so I needed to capture it. So I'll be entering right now with the 20 USD account, and I'll analyze later. I'll give you the reason. You must be asking yourself why. I'll give you the reason why as to why I was entering the sales right there. So let's move to the weekly chart, and on the weekly chart we can start off by seeing that weekly immediate rebalance there, which made price to plummet down, breaking that low there. So it broke structure there, and now it's sort of retracing back up into that zone there. It also made a break of structure above there before it after that it made a immediate rebalance, and you can already tell it retraced back to that weekly breaker block. So right now it's a retrace back to a interest point. Now it has to shoot down. So there's that immediate rebalance and that other immediate rebalance. Now let's focus on our immediate rebalance, the one we are at right now, because it's important on a lower time frame. Now let's move to the daily. Right there where that second immediate rebalance happened is the daily bearish order block, and it's in line with something I want you to see right now, which is that breaker block on your left. You won't even be able to analyze it if you are using a phone. I had to analyze using a computer and then move to a phone, and that breaker block is in line with the daily order block. So you can see the confluence in the area price is at right now. So from the daily we move to the 4 hour, and inside that 4 hour, in the 4 hour chart, there is a 4 hour OB right there. So price retraced back up to there, and now it's reacting. It's forming an M pattern, as you can see right now. So inside the order block, the 4 order block and the daily, check this out. Check what happens inside there. Price did our M pattern, which is the stop hunt above there. Price shot up to hunt stops above there, and now it made a change of character. So the reason it's not a wipe and a change of character is because now price retraced back to that 4 hour OB, and it's reacting like bearishly. You can tell that price wants to shoot down from there. It's not a wipe. If it was a wipe, it would have just wiped and then immediately shot up to break the high where it created the stop hunt. So yeah, price went back to hit that 4 hour OB, and it has already reacted down. So that's our first sign that, you know what, here there's a bearish order flow, and it's headed for that sell side liquidity. So yeah, I think it becomes more and more obvious on the lower time frame. On the 1 hour, price retraced. What price did on the 1 hour was it made a break of structure above there to hit the 1 hour order block, another M pattern, and then after it did that 1 hour order block, it went to break structure at that low. So it has to do what? Retrace back to an order block, and that order block is there. You can see where it's reacting off of right now. So what we're going to do is to sell at that 1 hour order block. So now I think you guys have been caught up. You know why I was entering the sales there. I was afraid that price is just going to start plummeting immediately while I was recording, and then when I enter the trades at a later time, it will be down already. So I had to enter before I analyze, and yeah, that maybe I missed some extra few details that I need to explain to you guys, so that maybe you guys will be able to analyze and see as well. So let me just turn on the stuff back, and you can tell where I entered there. Yeah, it's not far off from the OB. I was late a bit, but then it's still okay. So I want you to see this. Check out that wipe after immediate rebalance. There is our immediate rebalance there, and what price is currently doing is wiping. It is wiped while it hit the 30-minute OB, or is it the 1 hour? Yes. So definitely as a confluence, the wipe after immediate rebalance adds to the sell. So yeah, I know it has to plummet down to at least that sell side liquidity down there. So afterwards we are in blues. It had dropped down to at least the first level where I thought it was going to drop down to, and yeah, it didn't waste a long time at our entry. It didn't go back up inside all those other places. I don't know, Deriv does some stories, but yeah, here we're in blues. It was good. I don't know if it wanted to form double bottom or something, but later on I waited for a long time. I think maybe a lot of hours here for us to be in these blues, and it was now at in sort of a support. You see that gray area there? There's that order block there. So I just felt iffy about it, but we're in major blues. From 20 to 161 is no joke. You would have caught a big move to move a small account like that to an amount that size. So I was satisfied. I was honestly satisfied with the amount. So I think I decided to close at 160, and your boy started scalping for another setup, which we're going to be covering it right now. So the next trade I saw was on VIX 10S, and on the weekly chart, price made that stop hunt. So I want you to notice what it did before on your left when it created that same stop hunt. So you can notice that stop hunt, price went up and wiped the stops above there and fell back inside the range. So we expect price to also fall back inside the swing or the range right now, because it has created a stop hunt, isn't it? So we're going to be focusing in that market structure or that range where price is doing its thing there. So yeah, let's focus on the daily. On the daily, we can notice the price was creating it was breaking structure, BOS, and it was moving up. Like it was creating high highs and high lows, and it was moving up. So there's a wipe there. You can call it a wipe. And at last it created a stop hunt, grabbed liquidity above there, and then it broke structure. So this is our basic reversal pattern. It broke structure again there. So after it reverses, so you can notice high highs, high lows, high highs, high lows, and then it broke structure there. So when it returns to an OB, it has to shoot down. Which OB did it retrace to? It's that big daily OB, and yeah, it's big, so it had to go to like the mean threshold, which is the 50% between the premium and the discount. You get what I'm saying? So let's focus in our little range there. But first, I want you to notice, without using SMC, that price created a channel there. I just want you to notice, using price action, price created a channel. It was going up, down, up, down, up, down, and then it broke out. So it retraced to that trend line there, and now it has to fall. You see it using price action. So let's focus on that range of hours. Let me go on the daily. Let me just, yeah, you see the mean threshold I was talking about. Let me denote that. The mean threshold, it hit that mean threshold, and then let's move on and let me tell you what happened there. There is our 1 hour order block there, exactly in line with the mean threshold. And what did it do? It wiped while it hit that mean threshold on the 1 hour, and then after it did there, it broke structure below that low, and now price has to keep on plummeting because it retraced to an 1 hour OB, and then it went back down to break structure again. But yeah, it ended up going back to wipe, and this time it failed to wipe the sell side liquidity below that low. Instead, what did it do? It went back to wipe, but now we know for sure it has to shoot down because that wipe was different. It wasn't like the other wipes that it was doing. That wipe inside, there's another wipe, and what it decided to do was to break structure, and as soon as it broke structure, went back to that 15-minute OB, and it respected that 15-minute OB because now, and it respected it, creating an SMS and breaking structure or breaking that low. And yeah, it ended up breaking again, but again, I want you to see how the institutional, it was respecting it because it respected that 15-minute order block while it and then it broke the low there. It broke structure there. So what do we expect it to do? To go back to that 1 hour OB, or at least a 50 or another order block below or inside the range there. So it has to retrace back to that 50-minute OB or the 1 hour OB. I'm not sure. I wasn't sure because yeah, it could wipe up above that to hit that 5-minute order block and then respect that one. So it's like I had a dilemma. I didn't know where to enter and which one to use. The only thing I could do was to make sure that I manage the fund so that by the time it reaches at that 5-minute OB or 8-hour second entry above, it won't blow. It wouldn't have blown. But I also make sure like I enter some powerful moves here. So yeah, our prices, it can either go to that 5-minute, 30-minute OB or 50-minute OB or that other higher one. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. So yeah, here I was just placing my sell limits, and yeah, so afterwards, I think it had been a long time here, some hours, a few hours, and price, yeah, it was already reacting at the first one. But yeah, I'm glad I did not use the up one. So I kind of fumbled. I'll tell you how I fumbled. And right now it had created like equal lows. You can, I don't know if I highlighted them, but you can see on the higher time frame it created equal lows. So I was sure it had to at least wipe that low. So yeah, it went back to perfectly hit the OB of the 30-minute, and this is afterwards. You know, we're in good profits here, and here I was now convinced that price was no longer going to go in negatives, because now we can already tell, even when we're in profits, like I could have entered again here, but then nah, I didn't want to risk it. But I was sure it wasn't going to go back up. And yeah, it reacted. You can see, I think it hit that 15-minute OB and then it fell down. And now it was headed for that sell side liquidity. I think I have to edit it. The sell side liquidity below those 3 lows. It was definitely headed for that. This is on the 30-minute time frame, and we had reached our target of 400 USD. We had reached 400 USD by this time, before it had even reached inside. It had reached for the sell side liquidity. Now I made the fumble here. I made the fumble because I had shared the signal on my groups, the VIP and the free group, but I did not update the entry here, and people were, they were kind of angry at me. But yeah, if you have not yet joined the free group, it's still open. Just click on the link in description of this video or other YouTube videos. Yeah, I think by the time you get to this end, you would have watched it on YouTube. So yeah, click the link in description to go to the free group.